How excited are you to get rolling here? Ranked team, whole thing, undefeated. You thinking about that at all? Or
I mean, yeah, we're excited. We know we have a great opportunity for us this weekend, and we feel like we've had a solid week of preparation. It was good to have that week off after the Wooden Classic, and we're really looking forward to the challenge on Sunday.
What have you seen from San Diego State?
I mean, obviously, they're one of the best defensive teams in the country. They do a really good job of holding the opposing team to a low field goal percentage. They crash the glass on the offensive end. I was watching last night versus San Diego. They really hit the glass hard. So we know we're gonna have to do a really good job of being poised in the offense on the offensive end and keep them off the offensive glass.
How did the game last year? I'm sorry. How did the game last year sort of slip away from you guys down there?
Last year, we kind of dominated the first half. Second half, they kind of blitzed us out of halftime. We had a few turnovers that really allowed them to get back in the game. And I feel like if we take care of the ball like we did in the first half of last year's game, keep them off the offensive glass and keep them off the foul line. That was another big thing. They get to the foul line at a high rate, and we have to do a good job of playing solid defense, keeping them off the line. And I think that'll help us on Sunday.
Is there any benefit from having so many guys on this team who were in a tight game against them down there last year?
Definitely. I mean, like I said, just going into the season, having so many guys that play a major role on this team, experience what we went through last year, not just the San Diego State game, but the whole season, and how it didn't really go the way we wanted it to. And I guess that game, kind of exemplifies our season, kind of right there, but fell a little bit short. So having guys that, tasted that feeling last year, has kind of provided that hunger for us this year.
This last week, being down a few times, 9 to Long Beach State, and having to come back and put together a strong finish, did that feel like a step forward, maybe something you didn't have last year?
Yeah, definitely. We were really proud as a team that we were able to stick together, continue to fight, being down in both games, Long Beach State and UTEP. Coach stayed together. He kept us positive. And all the guys on the bench as well as the guys on the floor, we never fragmented. We stayed together and we kept our goal in mind of trying to take care of business. And we were proud of the way we persevered this weekend.
Hey, I guess how is your role in this offense different this year from last year?
Well, our offense as a whole is different. I think you see it's a little bit more spread out than it was last year. We're running more ball screens. And obviously, as the primary ball handler, a lot of those ball screens happen for me and Andrew up top. So I think you just see a lot more freedom, a lot more, guys trying to get to the basket, not just myself, but lanes are more open and guys are really trying to put pressure on the defense to keep us out of the lane.
Have you told guys that if I throw it to you, just shoot it because you're open? I mean, it seems that way.
Yeah, I mean, we have guys who have, put in the work in the offseason and really improved as shooters. And, any guy who gets an open look, we don't want anyone to hesitate. You got to shoot it with confidence. And no matter whether you're shooting well or not shooting well, we want guys to keep shooting. And I think you saw that so far, that guys take and make open shots.
Donovan's off to a hot start. I mean, is this what you've seen from him since you guys started practicing?
Yeah, like I said, he's off to a hot start in the season, but we saw from day one when he came out here. I think the first thing that surprised everyone was how well he could shoot. We knew he had a reputation as a shooter, but I don't think you really know how well he shoots. Whether it's a contested shot, whether it may be off balance, you're like, ooh, I didn't know he could make that. And so he's really earned the respect of all of us, and we have a great deal of confidence in him. When game time comes, that he's going to be, locked and loaded and ready to make open shots.
Does he seem to you like one of these guys who's just unconscious, doesn't let the previous shot affect him? I mean, when he gets the ball, it's going up.
Yeah, I think that's what makes him such a great shooter. Is he never hesitates. If he catches the ball and he feels like he has a shot, he never second guesses himself. And I think it's paid off well for him so far. Him shooting such a high percentage.
Why do you think you all are 6-0?
I just think that it's just gone back to our preparation that we've put in all summer and kind of building our foundation on competing. Like you said, we got down twice last weekend, but that competitive nature that we've been building since day one really came out, and we're just trying to focus on every game, and we're not trying to take games or plays off. And I think that's how you build your record ultimately, is by taking it one play, one game at a time.
It's still early, but knowing that you are undefeated, How big is this game going up against a ranked team?
Well, I mean, like I said, from day one, we try to prepare the same way every game, whether it's a ranked team or a non-ranked team. And I think that's one thing that I learned last year as a freshman is like, as much as it can help you to beat a ranked team, it can hurt you just as much to lose to someone who you're not supposed to lose to. And that's why every game you can't really, take it for granted, because you could beat a team like Arizona and then lose to a team with a low RPI, and it doesn't really mean anything. So we have to take every game, like I said, like it's a championship game, and we said before every game this is a championship game, and that's how we're going to play it. So it's just a big opportunity for us, being that it's our next game.